And how do the descension start? The descension starts with the Kundalini, meaning the energy rise out of your perineum and pass through the chakras that have been created within the column of light, and you are fully getting out of your body. And as you do so, you are triggering DNA codes on the perineum, and you are getting out, and you are triggering code in the crystalline structure. And as you go down in the body, it is like an arm, an hand, rising out of your head and grabbing what is up. Because what is up, it's your soul. Part of your soul. It depends what you call your soul. The greater being that you are, well, let's say your soul is 25%, 30%, I forgot the number, of who you really are. The higher self soul is a percentage of it. And because you are, well, that is another discussion. Oh, I will start again scattering and jumbling from one sentence to another and one thought process to another and one subject to another. So I'm really trying to be on point. And it's basically as if the upper chakra, which are part of your soul, because your soul is in your antekarana, I hope it's the right pronunciation, what is called the rainbow bridge, would start at the heart chakra and go up. So it is there to protect you from higher vibration energy from source, which would shatter your human body because they are vibrating. Your body does not vibrate yet at that frequencies, and it would create, when we say shattered, it's like to entrance your body to vibrate at those frequencies at that time, you would get enormous amount of sickness. The body will not be able to deal with it. So the chakras, the upper chakra, are going to play with your chakras a game of Connect Four. And it will first start in the heart. So as you look in your heart, which was up until there a green chakra, and that green chakra suddenly during the end of the Ascension journey, starting when it opened the other side of the chakra. Well, it's difficult to explain because everything is that and not exactly that, and drawings would help much more. It's a pink side, and the pink side light shine through the human heart that is linked to Gaia, and so is green. And the green heart go up in vibration, but what happened when it does? When the Kundalini rose up and you left out, your consciousness rised up. When it went down, it settled in the heart, in the core of who you are. And it's made possible the other side of the heart to be open and merge within your body with the heart. And when you look within your body, so it's another perspective of that part of the journey. Suddenly within your heart you have a galaxy. Many people, they repeat non-stop, the universe is within, we are made of stars. Well, it's true, but it's really within. It's as if when you get within your body, you are disappearing in another dimension. So you are not, during that time of the journey, you are not so much concentrating on the outside world. You have one eye on the outside world and one eye within, watching what is happening. So the first galaxy of the universe will appear in your heart. And I forgot the orders, and I don't know if it's the same order for everyone. But the first one was the heart, and the last one was the brain. Yes, the brain one for me. And what that happened, it made possible for the upper chakra to slide down that column of light like a Connect Four game. I don't know if you played with it in your childhood, you know. I played with it, and when that happened, I immediately thought of that game. and an upper chakra will go down. I will have to check my book. I think it's the number 9. It will slide down the central column of light and it will settle on the heart chakra. And when that happens, the heart chakra will be an upgraded heart chakra and it will become the sacred heart or the higher heart. And it will change pattern, and when that happens, you will have arrhythmia, heart attack, very different from the arrhythmia of the awakening journey, of the awakening part, beginning of the ascension. This is very different because those are electrical patterns that are patterning the whole body system. So it is becoming very internal. But what happened in the outside world, it's like you're in a bubble and your world is suspended. The symptoms have disappeared. You know really who you are. You are very aware of what happened in your life. You are conscious of everything that you create, or nearly everything, because it is so layered, who you are, what you are doing, and the layers will appear as you are clearing them. And do not think of them as lies. It's like you cannot be, there is so many things, you cannot be aware of all of it at once. It has to be, like portioned, or you would be just overwhelmed by it all. So all those chakras are being cleared within, while the personal life is, you feel you are blessed, everything is smooth, everything is easy. It has started very often that ease of being around the middle of the ascension. But once you arrive and you are past some part of the descension, and now your soul have really started merging with your body, which is called the embodiment process of the higher self and soul, the bubble burst, because you are no longer in need of that protection. You're on your own, because now you have to rely on your soul to guide you. Your human persona is a guardian of this body. The soul is resting within this human, and they will have to learn to collaborate. The human will have to trust what the soul tell it, guide it to do. It is a collaboration, and it's going to be easier and easier as time passes. So there is that bubble of peace. It's not that it is good. Suddenly you feel anger, you are suddenly in connect with your emotion, because the emotion are what will guide you. They are so important. Your emotion tell you exactly how it is, because you are going to go into a deeper clearing of your human persona, and for that you must not be in bliss. You must not be floating away. You must be aware of everything that make you happy, that pissed you off. So if something, you look like you are happy, you are in bliss, you are peaceful, and you have a discussion with someone and suddenly you are angry, but you don't really know why, because something was touched. You have to know what it is, because you were triggered. So you have to be aware of everything that trigger you so you can go deeper. It's kind of funny when you think of it. The higher we go energetically, the deeper within we go, the human, to clear it. So new layers. So if you think you had cleared everything through the awakening or ascension journey, you will be very surprised that there is much more to do. Those were layers you were not able to see. And how suddenly you were able to see it? Because now the brain is really getting cleared. The lobes have to clear. The hypothalamus, the thalamus, the amygdala, source of fear, are getting cleared, and you are getting really linked to it, so you can see everything. So you had started seeing everything already, why you do things, through the clearing of the first part of the brain and the clearing of the emotional and the mental body. But now, in your descension, you start the clearing of something called the causal body, and it will take a long time to clear it, because in that part of the causal body, you are no longer clearing what you have already started creating in this life. You are going to clear what is happening simultaneously in the others. That in this human world feel you are living linearly, but in fact you are living them simultaneously as part of your collective, and a part of it is there. And what are you going to do? You're going to get in contact with the astral body, where everything you earned through many lives are there, with your many hands. Like, I don't know if you have ever seen Hindu gods or others, they have many hands. Those are your astral body with the many hands, one holding the sword of Michael, one holding the pearl of Guanyin, whatever it is, the hand holding the cross of the Christ, or the Templar cross. Like, it's things you have earned through those possible life, simultaneous but felt as linear in this human life, as time is lived differently. And it is basically you are relearning what you have already learned. So the astral body, you are merging with it. So basically, the descension will happen when all the upper chakra of the higher self and the soul go down and merge with your chakra system within the column and upgrade all of them. So you will have an upgraded heart chakra, an upgraded Tegan chakra, an upgraded throat chakra, whatever. All of it will be upgraded. And I cannot say all of it because I cannot remember it, but I did wrote in one of my book and some of my class the dance between the chakra, how they activate each other and trigger a huge upgrade. You know, like, for example, the dance between the second chakra and the throat chakra. So all those are in class and books, and I hope I can remember to reference where it is, because I don't even remember where all those things are. So I will try to maybe find it and to post it, so you will know where to go if ever you need more information. And so basically, the descension, when it finishes, the expansion will start. And this is really when you are going to find your gift. Because what means expansion? Expansion is you have bring your light, the light of your higher self soul. You have started during the descension, you have started really descending your, well, I've read some people call it the oversoul. It is more like the ball of light of your collective, where you were when you were creating the bosom of creation. You were many, you were not one. So that started to trickle in, and you are starting the expansion. And the expansion is all those light of what you are in a upper dimension that are activating your body system, and your crystalline structure. So now you are expanding in your crystalline structure. So it is no longer so much internal as external of around you, the symbol of light who are there, and the codes that are hitting it and activating you. And you expand inside that. So you are passing from the causal and the astral. You are passing through the other body system. And when you are going through that expansion, you are going to hit what is called the enlightened or awakened body, or the Christ body, Buddhic body. And when you are going to fully expand into those, you are going to be an ascended master. You know, you suddenly have access, so you expand past the astral body where all your gifts are stored, and it will take time to assimilate all of them and whatever you have earned in past lives. And then you are expanding into more body, and until your conscious awareness is fully within those body and you are becoming yourself. And then you are expanding further and further, you know, past the light body, where at that time your Merkaba will activate, but differently. You will have a very different Merkaba from the awakening, ascension, descension Merkaba, because it's an upgraded Merkaba. Well, it's no point describing it, I have drawn it. And as you do that, you are passing through the radiant and you are arriving at the ascension body, which is all that you are. And basically, your consciousness that went from your awareness, that was from your second chakra as a light that filled all your body, is now filling with the consciousness of the heart that was maybe a spark of life, very small at the beginning in your heart. You have expanded it through all your body, all your chakra work as one, and now your body system and your crystalline structure work as one, and they are also going to collapse within you. You are going to clear every code. Everything will come within exactly the same way the upper chakra went up and down and crashed within your body in a game of Connect 4 with your old chakra system, replacing them and upgrading them. So now it's happening with the crystalline structure. And then your consciousness is occupying all your crystalline structure. When that happens, people feel your energy system is filling rooms, building at that time. It is very far from you. You can activate it, people who are not at all in the same room and same building like you. It is, and as it does, as you fully arrive in your, let's say, in your ascension body, last body system, well, I went ahead of myself, because just before you go into the ascension body, you will have the holy flame, which is a pattern created between the adrenals and the heart, and will create a holy flame to repurpose everything, to create everything new, to upgrade everything. And when that happens, the end of the expansion will happen, and you will merge fully with your ascension body. But it is not finished. It is not finished at all. When we talk about ascension, when we talk about ascension with the big A, we are talking about the awakening, the ascension with the small a, the descension, and the expansion. And this is only one half of the journey. One half. Because once you are completely descended, and I'm talking about your higher self, your soul, your what is called oversoul, or your collective, and you are going above it. And you are going into God self territory and everything above it. Because now it becomes not so much about your light and yourself. It's about something else that you are bringing to this life and this earth. And it is a time where free will is involved. Do you still have free will at this time? It's another discussion. So I really hope I make sense, because this is a podcast I really try not to do. Many times while talking to a friend, it was coming in my head, I have to do a podcast about ascension. What is ascension? How do you look outside in your real world? Do you look inside in your body? Do you look outside of your body in your crystalline structure? There is so many perspectives. What is it exactly? And I was like, I will not be able to do it. I will jump from one subject to another one, because every time I will start talking about something, the energy will pull me there, because there is so many interesting things, well, maybe for me interesting things about that, and I will just go and lose myself in that part, and then I will lose the connection of what I was talking beforehand, and I really didn't want to do it. So I hope it's interesting, like all my podcasts. I hope I said interesting things, or things that was... Now you have question and you want to know more, or you have a better visual of where you are in that journey. You understand it better, so you are not so much walking on empty. You are walking without a floor under your feet, or you feel like the rug is being pulled constantly and you don't know where you are. It's like we are being guided. You have to trust. Everything will be well. It's a process. All of them are process, and each one of them will have something wonderful happening at the end of it. And when you are like me, you have regret. You wish you would do it all over again. You wish you could be able to to redo that part of the journey and to engage. It's a bit like, when you are mothers, you hear from other mothers or fathers, well, you should enjoy it because they grow up so fast. And as I look my children, especially my oldest one, who is going to be 18 at the end of the month, I so feel that. I think, where has it gone? How is it possible? How did it get big so fast? And at the beginning, it feels slow. And then suddenly they start walking and they start talking and they start running. And before you know it, they are 18 and you are just like, oh my God, it went so fast. And the awakening journey and the part of the journey is that at the beginning, when you are in the awakening, in the ascension part, and everything is still collapsing and everything feels forced, everything feels hard. And even in the part where you are in bliss, there is still work to do because you must not kid yourself. You must not lie to yourself. You must be able to see the truth of who you are, of what you do, and the layers of what you have created and what you are creating still. And it is not easy because the hardest creation to unravel is not the recent one. The recent one is the one you know the most. But the hardest creation to unravel are those that you created as a child to survive, to have self-esteem, to be able to live in this life, in this harsh life, sometimes in a harsh environment with abuse or whatever. And you created a self that is false. You created beliefs that are false. And those beliefs became your truth. They became the truth. And you do not even question them. And you have mechanisms that are so ingrained in you that you cannot see them. So the other part of the journey can be hard, can be difficult in a different way, because by then you will have the confidence and the awareness to overcome them, something that you might not have in the first part of the journey, which is awakening and ascension with a small a. But everything has to be unraveled, and those childhood creation are the hardest to see. So what is it? There is many perspectives. Do you look out? Do you look in? Do you look in your crystalline structure? Everything is it. One after the other, sometimes all of them together. And I hope this podcast will help make sense of it. Make sense of what you are going through and give you hint of what you will go through. Because at the beginning, it feels slow sometimes. And then, after you have cleared most of it, the rhythm goes faster and faster and faster. With much love. I wish you a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you are in the world. And for those who need it, I am now sending some energy to help you go on your day, if ever you need it. I'm sending you much love and peace and grace, so you can unravel it all. Anchored in yourself. Believe in yourself. I love each and every one of you. And I wish you so many things to overcome whatever difficulty you are at or you are in at the moment, at the present moment. With much love.